What's up, guys? I'm really excited about this video. I got a new custom setup, finally got DIGI-PRINT, and I teamed up with my friends at Pure Hockey and Pure Goalie to make this happen. All right, let's check this out. So starting with, babe, how's it looking? All right, so I went Hyperlight 2 leg pads. Let's talk about the mods before we get into the incredible detail. The mods I did a little stiffer boot, and then I've got just the standard knee here. For me, this is nice and stiff enough.
That's what she said.
Gosh, I wish these pads existed in the 90s and I had them. Boy, would things a bit easier. Our house would probably be a lot bigger. I added a boot strap, and then I did the vapor strapping because I love the 1, 2, 3. Put your pads on in 2 seconds, it's the best. Of course, I go skate lace toe ties. Obviously, gotta have some slack. You guys know what I'm talking about. But let's get into the detail and the actual design of the leg pads. So from far away, these just look like a beautiful kind of late mid 90s setup, right? That's kind of when I grew up in the 90s when goalies had the best style ever. So from far away, that's what we get, a nice little 90s setup. But when you look up close, we actually have my logos all over the front at low opacity, sort of like my beard. And then we also have these pinstripes here that say this is the sickest setup ever. And they also say all roads lead to beer league, which is true. My favorite part is the Mount Rushmore of goalies I have on the setup. So I've got Eddie Belfour, Patrick Waugh, Mike Richter, Martin Brodeur, Curtis Joseph, and of course, Felix Potvin. These are my favorite goalies when I was growing up. These guys were unbelievable goalies and they had tremendous style. So listen, guys, like nowadays, the NHL, when they scout goalies, they're looking for foot speed, puck tracking, athleticism, talent, like things like that. When I was a kid, I feel like it was more about having sick setups. And like, I don't mean to like feel like the game owes me anything, but like if I had some Pro 90s in squirts, or if I had like Bauer Reactor 5s and Pee-wees, I probably would have got noticed by scouts. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. But coming full circle, now I have the modern as well as 90s setup I've always dreamed of. All right, let's go blocker. All right, so we had to go binding, obviously, to stick with the 90s theme. Once again, we have my logos at a low opacity, kind of gives it a little bit of a waffle blocker vibe. Of course, we've got KBG right here. And then once again, we have the Mount Rushmore of goalies on the blocker. So whenever I'm just like resting, you know what I mean? Like I just made a 6 save, boys are tapping the boards or whatever, you know what I mean? Like stoppage of play, I can look down and see all my childhood idols and kind of remember why I fell in love with the game, which is pretty cool. All right, now the glove, everyone's favorite. So it's just very nice and crispy looking. I love how the blue really pops here. Of course, we've got KBG right there. I went with a single T pocket. I know that double T is really popular, but you know what, guys? I like a single T. I've tried them both, and that's what I like. I went skate lace pocket. This is a Hyperlight 2 glove. I didn't really make any modifications outside of having a little more beef right here so that when guys, you know, wind up from the top of the crease and if I accidentally windmill a palm, I won't really feel it. You guys probably notice I have a lot of white in these pads, and I haven't had white in my setups for a really long time. I wanted to switch things up. Also, the white really works for the logos, right? For the lower opacity to kind of make it pop. And like I said, I want this to look like a 90s setup from afar and then see the amazing detail up close. So going white was the way to go. All right, guys, thanks for checking out my new setup. I hope you love it as much as I do. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also huge thanks to my friends at Pure Hockey and Pure Goalie. And of course, Bauer Hockey and Bauer Goalie. Thanks for watching.